Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption Online. Today is the fishing episode. That's what we're going to do today. If you remember correctly, I sold off all my fish to the butcher, so I want to catch some more. I don't know if I'll keep them or if I'll just take them and sell them. I don't know. But this is a fun way to make money on this game. It's something that I really enjoy, and I'm hoping that they will be coming out with a fishing role on the game. Like how you have the trader role, the collector role, etc. I think it'd be so cool if they had a fishing role to where you could fish and sell fish, set up your own little market stand or something. So we're going to be going with the special spinner. Here it is, special spinner. This is the best lure I think in the game because this lure will enable you to catch any fish. You can catch the small fish, the larger fish, and the super large fish with this lure. So this is kind of a good catch-all kind of lure where you can just throw it out there, catch something, throw it out there again. You don't have to worry about rebaiting your hook. And I've already got one on, so we'll bring this in. Now what I'll probably catch the most of here is little fish. The little fish will sell for around $1 a piece. The larger fish anywhere from $4 to $5 potentially. The larger fish will usually go around 2 or 3 bucks. The really large fish, like the large catfish and the big pike and surgeon and stuff like that, will go for anywhere from $5 to $9. So this is a pickerel. This is one of the little $1 fish. But hey, man, you catch a bunch of them, all of a sudden it adds up. $1 is nothing to sneeze at on this game. So what I normally do, I got another one already. What I normally do is I'll throw the line out, and then I will allow it to sink, and then I will hit the right trigger, which will kind of jiggle it a little bit, and I'll let it settle again. Then I'll start reeling. Usually, when you do it that way, you get a fish within a second or two of starting to reel. This is another pickerel, so that will bring my total to $2 already. So you can see how very quickly, even catching the small fish, how this can turn into some serious cash. And it's just nice and relaxing to do. I mean, look at this view. This is gorgeous. Hanging out on the water, catching some fish. I mean, there's nothing better than that. And with as crazy as our world has become, I mean, this is golden right here. I would like to do this in real life. Just go out to a lake somewhere again and just go fishing. I haven't been fishing in a while in real life because I'm just so busy all the time. All right, so this looks like it's going to be a little bass, probably like a rock bass. Yep, little rock bass. That's going to be around $1 as well. I'm sure before I get done here, and I'm not going to fish here all day, but before I get done, I'm sure that I will catch some smallmouth probably in this location. We might get lucky and get a largemouth bass. We'll see. Now the smaller fish are very quick to reel in. When you catch the trout, the smallmouth, and the largemouth bass, they take a little bit longer to reel in. And the very big fish, like the giant catfish and the pike and sturgeon and stuff like that, they take substantially longer to reel in. But they're worth substantially more. This is another pickerel. This is a redfin. Now, the pickerel, the bass, all those kind of fish that have the white meat, you can cut those up if you want and cook them on your fire to make fish to eat. The catfish, the bluegill, you can cut those up to make like a dark, gritty fish meat, and you can cook those as well. It's two separate categories of fish meat. So potentially you can have like 20 of each, I believe. Now in my satchel, I've already got the maximum number of cooked fish. What I sold off was my raw fish that I was carrying around. This is a bluegill. This will give me the dark fish meat. The gritty fish meat, I think it's called. You can also take that gritty fish meat and you can mix it with berries to create predator bait that will lure predators in so you can kill them. Got a moonshine shack invite, but I don't really want to go visit someone's moonshine shack right now. I'm fishing. I just want to enjoy my fishing. One thing I'll say about the fishing on Red Dead Online is it is the absolute best fishing that I've ever seen on a video game that was not a fishing only video game. This one is going to be a smallmouth bass. You would notice that took a little bit longer to reel in. It was a little bit more difficult, but it'll be worth substantially more. That'll probably be worth $3 or $4 right there. And I'll even go as far as to say that the fishing on Red Dead Online is better than the majority of fishing only games that I've played. It is truly a very, very good fishing system. I really enjoy it. And that's why I hope that they do make a fishing roll. I think that will be brilliant. Because it is so much fun. I can literally sit here and do this for hours and hours and hours. It's so well designed. It's a lot of fun. It doesn't take too long to catch, but it doesn't catch a fish every time you throw it in there. It has to actually be fish in the water in that area for you to catch them. This is going to be another large fish, I believe, because it took a long time to bring that one in. Yeah, this is another smallmouth bass. So that's another $3 or $4 probably added to our total. I say probably because it's been quite a while since I've done this, and the prices do change in the game on occasion. So it may or may not be $3 or $4 at this point. We'll see. It's definitely going to be worth more than the smaller fish, which are going to be around $1 each. These will probably be anywhere from $2 to $4 is my guesstimate for the smallmouth. Okay, so that is either 4 or 5 small fish now, and 2 of the large smallmouth bass. So you're talking probably over $10, probably in the range of $11 or $12, depending on how many small fish I've caught. So that's not bad. I mean, we're already in the territory that you would make for doing like a bounty or something. For some of the one-star bounties, you will get about this much money. And I've literally spent not even 10 minutes yet fishing. So here's another rock bass. Nope, that's a bluegill. My bad. So that's 2 bluegill now. They sell for about $1 each as well, but they're going to give me the dirty fish. I mean, I think with this load, I'm not going to keep any of the meat since I already have 20 of each cooked in my satchel. I think I'll just sell them all so that you can see that whole process and how much you get for them. Because I'm always up for making some money. And as things go, this is a very fun and relaxing way to make money on this game. And you don't have to worry about as many people messing with you when you're fishing. Now, when online first started, I would come out and fish, and you'd always have these people that would come up and just shoot you in the back of the head. It was very rude. But now with defensive mode, there's really no point in trying to do that because it's very hard to kill you. So people kind of usually leave you alone when you're fishing, and they let you have peace, which is nice. So we've just moved over a little bit. We're trying a little bit different spot. It's almost dark, so we won't catch too many more before we head back to Rhodes to sell these guys. This is going to be a good fish here. It's probably another smallmouth bass, judging by the fight it's putting up. Yep, it is another smallmouth bass. Very nice. So probably when it's all said and done, we're going to be around the $20 range. Let's see, we got 3 smallmouths, 3 rock bass, 2 bluegills, and 3 pickerels. So we got 8 smaller fish, that's $8, and then 3 of the larger fish. So that's anywhere from $16 to $23 or $24 depending on how much they're worth. So we're looking at in between $20 and $30 we're going to make off just that little bit of fishing, which is fairly good money in this game. So let's head back over here to Rhodes real quick. I'm not going to cut or anything because it's just over the hill here. So we'll just have a nice little ride through the woods. And we'll get over to the butcher so we can sell these fish off and we'll see what we made. But first, I'm killing this little badger. Because I'm going to take his hide over to Cripps after I'm done with all this. That's one little tip I'll give you whenever you're doing anything in the game, unless you're on like a time mission where you don't have time to mess with it. When you see like badgers, raccoons, skunks, rabbits, chipmunks, squirrel, all those little creatures, always take the time just to shoot them and skin them, because you can take their skins and put them in your bag. And even if the game glitches out on you and it wigs out, it doesn't matter. I thought I saw another little guy running, but I don't see him anywhere. But even if the game glitches and you get booted from the lobby, it doesn't matter, because as long as it's in your satchel, you keep it. A lot of times, if you have the larger animals, their pelts on the back of your horse when you're riding around, if something happens and the game boots you out of the lobby you're in, you lose those pelts, which really sucks. But with the smaller animals, they will still be in your satchel. Now, I just shot a deer because I'm going to go ahead and put some skins on the back of my horse too as I go. Because why not? And if I end up getting kicked out of the lobby, then I'll just lose them. And that'll be that. But since I'm going to the butcher, I figure I'll have a little bit of extra meat to sell this way. Make a little bit of extra money. I have every meat that I can cook cooked and maxed out in my satchel. I'm carrying a tremendous amount of food in my satchel, so I don't have to save any of this. I can sell it all because I'm not going to need it. I usually just eat from my stew pot at camp anyway. I take the big game meat and I put that in a stew pot and I make the stew that gives me the gold cores. So I don't really need any of the meat that I already have, so I can just sell everything really. So we're going to head on over here to the butcher, which is right around the corner up here in Rhodes, and we'll sell all this off and see what we get. A lot of times when you come over this hill, there will be rabbits over here in this little field. I don't see any right now, but that's something you always want to keep your eyes out for, because especially if you're trying to, on story mode, trying to get the perfect pelt so that you get the different satchels made. Over in that field, there's usually a rabbit that has a perfect pelt on story mode. Online, sometimes you have them there, sometimes you don't, but story mode is almost all the time they're there. So we are here now at the butcher. So we're going to sell all the fish, we're going to sell a lot of the other meat we have, and we're going to sell the carcass of this deer while we're here. So let's get rid of the stringy meat. The pickerel are $1 each, so that's $3 in there for that.
Dime a dozen these days.
4 of the venison meat at 60 cents a piece. I'm only going to track the fish though. We got $2 each for the smallmouth bass, so that's $6 for that. So that's $9 so far. Plus another $1.50, that's $10.50. And we sell the bluegill. Plus 3 more dollars, that's $13.50 that we made in fish. So it was a little bit less than we expected because the smallmouth only went for $2 a piece. But still, not bad. We made $13 off, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes maybe? Probably not even 15, honestly. Probably like 10 minutes of fishing. We made $13. So that's $1 a minute. That's not bad. Especially when you consider that it was just fun to do. I enjoyed it. Alright, we are back here at camp. We are going to take the skins over here to Cripps. And go ahead and turn those in. Hey, boy. I'm going to pat my dog first. This is a beautiful dog. His name is Dakota. Gorgeous animal. Alright, now we're going to drop these hides off over here with Crips. I still need a lot to fill this up, so I'm going to be doing a lot of hunting after I get done with this to try and load up my materials here. And then whenever it gets full, I'll go ahead and run it. I'll probably record running it so you can see a trader mission. They're kind of fun. This is my favorite role out of all of them, is a trader mission. But that's about all the time I'm going to have for this episode. If you liked it, please hit like and subscribe to the channel and all that jazz, and I will catch you on the next one. Till I speak to you again. Love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.